Welcome back once again to Late Night Unboxing. The Imperial Royal Guards are among the most fascinating Star Wars characters in the Star Wars franchise, despite never being involved in any kind of action sequence as far as the movie refer. But we can't deny that their red armor, helmet and cloak have always been one of the best costumes in this universe. What we know the most about the powerful warriors is that they serve the Emperor Palpatine, and who's always accompanied by two of them. In the back you'll find a brief description of the Royal Guards that says, "Resplendent in crimson robes and armor, the Imperial Royal Guard protect the Emperor. Secrecy shrouded the guard, with rumors abounding about the Sentinels' backgrounds and combat capabilities." Here's the Imperial Royal Guard out of the packaging, and he's very well sculpted. They really put a lot of detail for the armor, which has under its cloak combining three different red colors. Glassy red plastic on its helmet, armor, holster and boots, with a black visor. Then we have a much darker red paint up on the arms, gloves and pants. And then there's the fabric, which is in my opinion the highlight of this awesome Black Series action figure. And yes, it is removable. The cloak feels and looks great on this Royal Guard. When lifting its cloak, you'll see all the armor details looking great. It has some type of armored skirt with a holster for the blaster on its right side. Then the boots are looking real good. You can see it has two little buckles painted in black. It has some wrinkles on its legs. Real nice, I like this detail a lot. They're always very much appreciated, you know. I dig a lot the fact that they give us all the details under the cloak, since we didn't see the Royal Guards like this in the movies. So Star Wars fans and toy collectors will feel very satisfied for this figure. Hey, you will need more than one of these guys to display next to your Emperor Palpatine or Lord Vader action figures, if that's the case. So the first accessory we have, it's the staff, looking good with a nice sculpt going from thin to wide. It's painted in silver with some black sections going all the way down. It's made of a very soft, flexible plastic, just some small arrows at the top of the pick. Then there's the blaster, which is said to be the same that came with the Biker Scout. I think it's too small, but the paint apps make it look a little more interesting. Moving on to the articulation, it's mostly the same as in every other figure from this toy line. The head is on a ball joint, so it can move from side to side, but just a little. He can get his arms to the side that much, and then there's the 360 degrees rotation on its arm, and we also get some wrinkles on its arms. That's very cool as always. It has no bicep swivel, only hinge swivel elbows, and they bend up to 90 degrees. Then it does move in and out. It has rotation on its wrist, and the hinges on its hands are on the top and bottom. And in my opinion, I'm liking them more this way. Also remember, this hand is where he holds the staff, so really loving the sculpt they gave for their hands. Let me show you the right arm. It's exactly the same articulation, but only difference is the trigger finger. Then it hinges up and down, and it has a good rotation. Single joint elbows, diaphragm joint with some nice rotation. You can pivot left and right, and it crunches to the back just about that much. No waist swivel at all, but don't really think he needs it. It has swivel at the thigh cuts on both of its legs. Then we get double joint knees. The ankles move back and forward, and it does have ankle pivot. Two peg holes at the bottom of his feet. He can kick forward pretty far, which is great, no problem at all. And then he can kick backwards just about that much. And finally, this is as far as the hips move to the sides, so he can do the splits real good, considering that he's a guy with an armor. This is how the figure looks when plugging the blaster on its holster, in case you wanna display him this way. Here we have a quick shot of how the Royal Guard looks holding the blaster. The Imperial Royal Guard stands just over 6.5 inches tall. Now, honestly, I expected it to be a little much taller, but that's okay, I guess. So overall, I really do recommend you to get this figure as soon as possible. I've always liked these characters since they appear on Return of the Jedi, and then in Revenge of the Sith, when Yoda beats two of them with the Force. There are so many cool ways you can display the Royal Guard. If you only like getting each one of these Black Series figures, it's still a must get. Hasbro did it once again, combining their two best elements into this figure, which are the fabric and soft plastic pieces like the full body armor underneath. Well, that's gonna be all for now. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time here on Late Night Unboxing.